Hello. I had spoken with a couple people recently about different terms, Filipino terms, and especially when it applies to FMA, Filipino Martial Arts. But there's another thing with the word Filipino. You're talking about 3 major dialects, 7,000 plus islands, and regional dialects. And sometimes when I say dialects, it doesn't mean accents, it means a totally different word. What I would like to stress is the fact is there's an urban legend and a little bit of a joke that in the Philippines you have 100 words for rice. And when I talked to my friend and his wife's Filipino, he's Mexican-American, she busted out laughing. She goes, 100 words for rice? That's just crazy. And she goes, yeah, there's words for sweet rice, there's words for soft rice or hard rice, or salty rice, undercooked rice, overcooked rice, and it just sounds ridiculous. But when it applies to Filipino martial arts, escrima, arnis, kali, just even talking in martial arts terms, you could have the same word referencing different moves, different applications. Some people use the word kung tao to mean street fighting. Some use the word kung tao to mean Chinese kung fu or Southeast Asian martial arts. Some use the word dumog to mean wrestling. Some use it for the word grappling. Some use it to word anything that pushes a person down. Even with the terminology of stick fighting. Stick fighting can be called arnis, which is from the word for harness in Spanish, or it can come from the word escrima, from the Spanish from esgrima, which means fencing, or it can come from the word kali, which was a terminology that one grandmaster referenced back in the 60s, late 60s and 70s, to have 2 terms, ka and li, to put them together to form the word kali. And there's other, it depends on who you get the research from, what era, what lineage. That goes into other tangents, other side stories. Who's your lineage? Where is the name coming from? What happens? Why is one movement going this way and another movement is slightly tweaked and it goes this way or whatnot? And it's the beauty, the ugliness, but also the beauty of it is the fact is the details. They say God is in the details, but some people also say the opposite. The devil's in the details. The idea is that there is a lot to learn from this art form. And when I say art form, I have the umbrella term of escrima. The good news is we can learn from other modes of operation, modes of teaching, other styles, other systems. And I had one master in Stockton. The beauty of living in Stockton, there are many teachers in Stockton, California. And the reason why that came about was because in the late 1920s and 30s, when a lot of flooded migration came in from the Philippines to the United States, the Stockton needed a lot of agriculture help, as far as asparagus, as far as cherries, and there's a couple other agriculture crops. We got tomato, well, not so much tomatoes, but the different agriculture crops we had here. So they wanted to get a cheap labor force. So what they recruited was generally men from the Philippines. Both my grandfathers came from the Philippines, from the Visayan region, to land in Stockton, California. First of all, went through Hawaii, did a bit of the sugar cane and the pineapples. Then they went over to San Francisco, the port. Then they landed in Stockton, where they did agriculture work. In my grandfather's case, one of my grandfathers became merchant marine as well as a farm